we are going to be using the new Titan Colosseus Maximus in the new Colosseum update to win in Toilet Tower Defense. So as you guys can see here, we do actually have the Titan Colosseus Maximus and a shiny, as you can see. Since this guy only has 60 range, as you can see here, I am actually going to be giving him the 1.85 with the range, cooldown, and damage. Oh, wrong one. And boom, there we go. Mythical trait is on that. So anyways, guys, the stats of this new shiny here is AoE, piercing, and stun. He also has a 10 stun time. He has a ton of damage, being a 450,000 DPS and 60 range. But anyways, guys, let's get into our endless match and see just how good this Titan Colossus can actually do. Alright, anyways, let's place down the shiny first. So, man, this guy's kind of short here. So, yeah, he has some battle axes. I'm not too sure if that's a speaker as a head. I mean, it doesn't say it's like a speaker man or anything, but, you know, it definitely does look like that. So, yeah, anyways, let's just upgrade him here. Starting off, he actually has 6 stun time, 1800 DPS, which is not too good, matter of fact. So, yeah, let's actually max him out here, and just based off those upgrades, this guy's definitely like 120k at least. Also, look at that little hitbox. This hitbox is definitely going to ensure that we can get these guys so close together. We're also going to get our boost here, Warlord, and the Mafia Boss Cameraman. So anyways, we'll just continue placing more of these. I guess I will also be adding some placement limit just to check out how much the actual regular one can do with boost here. So yeah, after we place down like all 24 of these, we'll get down the normal one to see how much that actually does here. Boom, that's 21, and man, these guys are all stacked together. That is 21 shiny Titans. Then we also got the regular one. So anyways, guys, the max DPS of this shiny one, let's actually max this dude out here. So anyways, the damage of this dude is actually an insane 1.3 million DPS. Now keep in mind, this is a shiny, maximum boosters, and he also has the mythical trait. Now, this could be increased if we got the 30 damage and 20 cooldown instead of having the one with the range, but you know, we kind of do need the range considering this guy only has 60 range. So yeah, 1.3 mil is kind of insane here. So I got a shiny Titan Colosseus Maximus, and I got this one, which is clearly not shiny, but whenever I put him down, he like converts into a shiny. Okay, this is weird. Why is he converting into a shiny? Alright, well, I guess I can't really see how much the normal one does in damage, because for some reason will not let me be able to place that down, because it just converts into the shiny for some reason. That is kind of weird. So anyways, guys, we're just going to turn on skip here and also max all of our units. Boom, all of them are maxed out. So yeah, anyways, guys, this is a ton of DPS over here, and the thing is, unlike most people, these guys do not actually rely on the warlords to stun. Now, most of the new units still rely on warlords or other units to stun, because as you guys can see, this guy only has AoE, piercing, and stun. He does not have slowing, so you know, this guy does actually have an extraordinary stun time, but he unfortunately doesn't even have slowing. So yeah, this guy apparently has AoE here, but I really wonder what his AoE is, because like it isn't really like showing. I mean, the warlord, you know, this is what AoE looks like on every unit, you know, bright red colored in, but for the shiny Titan Colossus, I don't see that. I mean, maybe it's this red circle. I am not actually really too sure. But if this guy does actually have 360 AoE, then this guy will actually probably be the best DPS dude in the game, maybe rivaling the nuke, considering it has 360. So anyways, guys, we are here on wave 40. I do think these guys are probably going to be a very good unit if the AoE actually pulls through. As I said, you cannot really see if this dude has AoE. I mean, the red circle might infer that he has AoE, but if he had 360 AoE, which is this whole circle, then like, why isn't it colored in red like the warlord? You know, that is kind of what I'm questioning here, is if this guy even has AoE or not. If this guy does not actually have AoE, he probably could be a support unit, considering that he actually has 10 stun time. I mean, Sinister and Chrono Clockman are definitely up there with the stun time, and this new Colossus Maximus could for sure help out. 1, in stunning, and 2, in, you know, a minimal amount of damage. Realistically though, we are definitely going to have to get up to higher waves to even see if this guy has AoE, because like, clearly one Colossus is going to be able to one-shot basically everything here. That's just common knowledge, realistically speaking. So yeah, wave 64, of course, going pretty smooth, as you guys could expect. Okay guys, we're almost to wave 100. Of course, we are clearly spawn killing every fan. I mean, this is just way too easy. Oh, here's a broken heart. 144 million turned into dust. DJ Toilet instantly melted. That's 200 million in legit like a second. A second, that is 200 million down. I mean, I know these guys got the most DPS, but that is like definitely like really good. That is insane. I mean, as you guys can see, these guys are just getting absolutely shredded. Man, if we just look at these HP bars really quick, you can see them just going down in a blast. Hold on. These guys might actually be a really good unit here. Okay, what's happened to their animation though? Like, whoa, like what is this? I think they're just going so fast due to the cooldown and them attacking, and they're just like bugging out. Their animation's bugging out. I don't know. But as you guys can see, everything's getting melted. DJ Toilet is getting melted in seconds, as you guys can clearly see. Alright, we are about to see the Astro Toilet get absolutely destroyed. And then, you know, I would realistically want to see the Secutor. I want to see if it dies before his shield can even pop up, because he pops open his shield and there is the Astro Toilet. He is out. And boom, 60, 30, 20. He just instantly got wrecked right there. I do think these guys may have AoE. I mean, I know for sure they have piercing. Like, piercing, they for sure have. AoE though, I am like pretty confident on that, because piercing wouldn't hit these guys as he gets in the range. I do think these guys have AoE, but maybe it just does not show. I mean, this could be 360 AoE for all we know, but we would have to get further just to see. Alright, it's about wave 140. As you guys can see, these guys are clearing everything. I mean, I don't know why I like wave 125. These guys were getting like so far. Now wave 140, you know, these guys are legit doing worse than 20 waves beforehand. I'm not too sure. I mean, 140 though, they are getting very close to passing the corner, and Secutor will be out shortly. Guess we can see if it dies before shield pops in. Oh no. Wave 140, things are starting to ramp up, as you guys can clearly see here. They're coming, and I guess this will also be able to be a representation to actually see these guys have 360 AoE. Okay, Secutor's in the front. Shield popped, basically half dead. Okay, so Colosseum's doing pretty good right now, although I am not too sure it has 360 AoE. I mean, this damage isn't significant enough for this to even be the Colossus. Now, do I think he has AoE? Yes, I do think he has AoE, because in a period, like if they get to here, he takes damage, like eventually, like in the back, you know, it's too little damage for that to actually be a Colosseum's, but whenever they actually get to a certain point, then they start getting AoE. So I do think these guys have AoE, but I just do not think it shows. 360 AoE, definitely not. I do think these guys do, though, have for sure AoE. It's not like another mistake from the devs somehow. 155, holy moly, Juggernaut Toilet is just blasting throughout the ranks. I mean, we are still holding on pretty decently. Like, all we have is boosts, no abilities, no time stops. Juggernaut Toilet is dead, and the Specialist is about to be too. I am scared about, though, is that I do think I did accidentally release an Astro Spider Toilet. I think the Astro Spider Toilet releases on like wave 153, so here, oh no, there it is. You know, I'm just going to friend maker that dude. Oh wait, I forgot I have a Warlord Rewind. Okay, maybe I didn't really need the friend maker, but that did definitely clean up some stuff, so hey, pretty good either way. Yeah, Rabbit Toilet's just dying immensely. Bro went from 600 million to 300 million in about 5 seconds IRL. I will say though, the Titan Colossus I think does 300,000 damage. Yeah, 300k damage. I do believe this is actually the second most DPS. Third, you know, if you count in the max evolved Executioner. But the thing is, the Omega has 50,000 more DPS than this guy. I think the Omega might be worse than the Colossus if I'm being for real here, because this dude actually has stunning, for example. He actually has AoE. I think this guy, even with 50,000 less DPS, less range, I do think he is definitely way better than the Omega here. Oh yeah, these broken heart toilets are getting very far, although they are like dying, you know, they're still going very far, and that means for these guys who unfortunately don't do 360 AoE, these guys are just going to be able to get like all the way in front of the track. I mean, until they get to the DJ toilet, these guys will be receiving 0 damage at all. I mean, okay, well now they're receiving damage because they're in this like little AoE line of the guys. Yeah, definitely AoE here. Is it good AoE? I am not too sure, because unfortunately the devs just don't let us see. Like, why? Let me see the AoE, man. Like, where's the AoE at? Alright, these guys did actually pass wave 159 here. That's absolutely insane. The real challenge here though is definitely 160. Well, actually, it might not be 160. It might be the few waves after that, because there will actually be another Astro Spider here. Fanes are definitely starting to take damage as they do get into the AoE's path, but we do not have no Friend Maker, have no Emergency, although we do have Warlord Rewind, but like that's only one, and it's on cooldown. So realistically, we need to only use this Warlord Rewind if we absolutely have to, which I'm expecting that we will probably have to. Here, Astro Tool is dead. Thanos is dying pretty smoothly here. Oh no, Astro Spider. Okay, Astro Spider, please die. I do think the stun time might be carrying here. The 6 seconds from the Warlord and 10 seconds from Colosseum are really doing its job here. Astro Spider was there forever, although it is not dead yet. 1.5 billion, 1.4 billion. It's going down extremely fast here, but will it be fast enough? That is the question. Less than 1 billion? Oh my gosh, we might actually do it here. Less than 500 million? We got it. Ain't no way, dude. We actually got it here. 100 million. Astro Spider down. Let's go. Okay, but the thing is, imagine that was 5 Astro Spiders. We might have been cooked right there if that was actually 5. Oh no, I forgot about this giant Astro Spider tool. Okay, I'm gonna rewind this guy so we can actually get damage on the dudes like in the front here. Because the thing is, every fan was legit going to be able to get to the end. But since we rewind that, well, now fans are actually going to die instead of just getting, you know, all the way to the end. Which I think was probably a good decision. I would rather them not get all the way to like the middle towards the end. I'd rather them stay in their own spot. Got some DJ tools, although these should be no problem whatsoever. Okay, we do actually have the giant Astro Spider tool here. He is nearing 1 billion HP. He is about to die here. This is monumental. Although we do actually have some large Astros pulling up here with a couple billion HP. Oh no, 2 billion HP here on these large Astro tools. This is like extremely bad here. Although I do think these large Astro tools should die pretty easily. You know, the giant Astro Spider tool is down. Now it's just these guys with minimal HP here. I mean, hey, unless they get out of this terrible range, like these guys have terrible range. Realistically, 87 range is not much at all. Not much at all whatsoever. I'm gonna skip to 167 here. Seems like a good number. 167. Come on, dude. Fins are starting to die towards like the quarter of the map, I guess. Whatever you call this, like little spot right here. Alright, all we have left are just these large Astro Toilets and giant Astro Spider. This is looking pretty calm here. Alright, we're gonna skip to 169. I think we are probably going to die here on wave 170 as there's over 5 Astro Spider Toilets and other stuff, and we only have like 1 rewind. So this is going to be very detrimental to us. I think that we are clearly going to die here, but hey, it's always worth a try. You never know. Okay, we got some Secutors. Secutors are going to die very soon here. We also got various broken art tools, although these should be no problem whatsoever. Alright, these guys are about to die here. In the front, tools are definitely about to die here. I mean, they only have a couple 100 million left, which is basically nothing here. Secutors are about to go down. I mean, all these like shields are definitely going to die here soon. And then there's actually nothing in the back. All these dudes are about to die. And then wave 170 will start. And that is probably going to be our graveyard here, is wave 170. Alright, first Astro Spider coming out. Already lost a ton of HP here, which is actually pretty good. Alright, second Astro Spider having good DPS. Honestly, dude, these guys are actually doing very good damage. I will be honest here. I mean, already out of the gate, these Astro Spiders are nearing about like 60% HP, something like that. Although, will we actually be able to get rid of them in time? I'm not too sure. I mean, 1.6 billion HP has already been gone from the Astro Spiders. You know, we have already done a crazy amount of damage, but the thing is, they aren't even halfway across the map, but they are, you know, less than half HP. I do think we might actually be able to beat these guys. Hold on. Hold up here. 600 million over 1 billion. Wait, dudes, we might actually beat this. These guys with legit no abilities and only boosts might actually beat this. Honestly though, these crabs might actually be the death of us. I mean, the Astro Spiders are actually going to die, which is very surprising. I have never really had a video where the guys actually defeated the spiders, which is pretty insane. You know, unlike many, these guys are probably actually going to die due to the Astro Duchess or the Toilet Crabs, which is kind of crazy. You know, I haven't really seen a unit die to these units. It's either they beat them or they normally die to Astro Spiders. So hey, this is pretty interesting, I guess. So yeah, dudes, as you can clearly see, these guys are just walking over here like it's nothing. I mean, we can't really beat 7 billion HP, especially whenever they get out of their range. I mean, I guess we can rewind that. Everything else is just clearly going to die here. No, Astro Duchess is gone, but everything else is going to spiral over here, and then we are eventually going to lose after they get out of our range. Super sad. Wave 169, which was absolutely absolutely insane. I mean, I will be honest though, this unit is definitely very good. It seems like he has good AoE, good DPS, you know, one of the best stuns in the game, like stun amount. I mean, although this guy's really hard to get in real game. So this guy is like definitely top tier unit, although definitely not many people will be able to get him whatsoever, especially a shiny, matter of fact. So anyways guys, I do actually think that this new Titan Colosseum dude is actually really good unit. I mean, sometimes good. You know, you can't actually see AoE, but you know, based off of what I saw in the game, I will say his AoE is probably pretty decent, at least somewhat similar to the nukes, maybe less, you know, maybe more, I'm not too sure. So yeah dudes, I definitely think that this unit is a very good unit, although be it very hard to get considering it's 4k gems for 10 and it's a 0.005, so more likely you're never going to be able to get a regular one, let alone a shiny. Anyways guys, that is going to be it for today's Toilet Tower Defense video. See ya!